Hi YouTube, my name's Angie. I am going to be starting a Trying to Conceive blog. I've been watching some on YouTube and I really like them and I find them really informative and actually really encouraging. So I decided to start my own. Um, I have been trying to conceive for about 3 months. I, me and my husband decided after my cycle in May that we would actively start trying to have a baby. I have been on birth control for about 10 years, which is a long time, and stopped at the end of my, right before my cycle would normally start in May anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, I was on the oral pill and am off of it now, but still nothing. So it kind of freaks me out because I think that, I've been on birth control for 10 years. This could take a long time to try and get pregnant because, if you think about it, I've had artificial hormones basically in my body for 10 years. So my body has no idea what's going on. I thought that that would work to my advantage and I would actually get pregnant sooner than I thought, but it just didn't happen. And so, anyway, I know that I've only been trying for 3 months, but I've been looking at my cycles and trying to get when I ovulate. So, um, I guess a little backstory. Me and my husband have been together since we were 15 and we met in high school. I actually saw him first and told one of my girlfriends jokingly that I was going to marry him because he was really cute. I remember knowing, seeing him and thinking how cute he was. Didn't know his name, and that was our freshman year of high school. And then my sophomore year of high school, the second semester, he was a friend of a friend that I was sitting at one of his friend's lunch table, and then he just happened to be at the same lunch period, I guess, as me. So then he started sitting at the same lunch table. Um, so, no, actually, that was freshman year. Freshman year, he started sitting at the same lunch table as me. Then sophomore year, in October, we started dating and just have been strong since. He's awesome, and we pretty much are almost the same person. It's kind of weird, and I'm just really glad that I found him, and he's a really good guy. We got married in October, so that was our 9-year anniversary of being together, so it's been a while. We always knew that we wanted kids, but it was just never, we bought a house and things like that a few years before we got married, and we always thought that we were going to be waiting for till we were 30 to try and start having kids. However, one of my big reasons for wanting to have children was so that I still have great grandparents living, and which I'm so fortunate for, and I wanted my grandparents, any of them, to be able to see my children, and they're old. So my grandmother, she her and I have been really close. I grew up with her. She was very involved in my life up until um, you know after college, during my wedding, just everything. We were named after each other, so we were very close from the start. She got me and Ryan, my husband, were talking about maybe having children. He had wanted them, before we even walked out in the aisle. He wanted to start trying to have kids, and that just wasn't something I was going to do. So I thought, well, I'm a planner by nature. I'm sure a lot of you are too. And I wanted to get this done first and that done first. And, I wanted to have a baby, but I didn't know if I really wanted to have a baby. So a lot of things I will just put in God's hands and let Him do what He will with it. And I prayed about it for about a week. And I finally remember, literally sitting in my bathroom. Weird place, but I was getting out of the shower and kind of getting ready, and it was just really quiet in there, and it wasn't really quiet in the rest of the house, and it was just something I could just kind of hang out for a second. And I, you know, ended up saying out loud, God, if you want me, you need to tell me what you want me to do, because I don't know, and I'm not the master of anything, obviously. So if you could just let me know what you want me to do and do with me what you will, I will appreciate it. So within a couple of days, my grandmother, that I'm really close to, was in the hospital, and dying. And it was something that was pretty sudden for our family, and devastating, actually. So I, she was in the hospital for about 11 days and ended up dying. And that was my sign that it's not the money and the, things that you have and the vacations that you go on. It's family. That's what it comes down to. And so we decided that we were going to start having kids. The first month, I was completely, I guess, naive, because I thought, oh, we're going to have a kid right away. I took birth control for this long because I didn't want to get pregnant, and now I'm definitely going to get pregnant. I just know it. So, of course, the first month, I thought that I was pregnant, and I had some symptoms. And the symptom that I had mostly was my breasts were extremely tender. Like, I couldn't even stand by the shower head with the shower running over my breasts, because they were just so tender to anything. So I thought that's one of the first signs I heard of was, you'll know because your boobs will be really tender and they'll probably be really swollen. Well, I didn't notice really any swelling, but I did notice a lot of tenderness, and I thought, well, this could be my sign. It ended up that it was just because I was off the pill, because I started my period on time, the way that I was supposed to. Of course, I had wasted a lot of tests trying to figure out if I had started or if I was pregnant or not, because after 9 days past ovulation, or what I think was my ovulation day, after that, I, went and got pregnancy tests, mainly from the dollar store. I just used the kind of cheap ones, and then tested pretty much every day after that. And all of them turned out negative, of course, and then I started my period. Second month, I was late. I decided I was not going to take any pregnancy test, period, until after I was late, at least a day. So I was supposed to start on Tuesday. It was Thursday, and I hadn't started yet. So I thought, I'm going to take a test in the morning. So I was supposed to go out with a friend to lunch, and she said, okay, we'll go ahead and take one. We're pretty excited about it. I was telling her about it, and it was negative as well. So she is a labor and delivery nurse, and said that it could maybe not be showing up yet. So I said, okay, well, that's fine. I'm just not going to worry about it, And then, of course, that night before I went to bed, my period started. Awesome. So then this last month, I thought that I was, or no, I'm sorry, I didn't think that I was. I had been looking at symptoms and stuff. I didn't have any. And then all of a sudden, it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday at this particular week, and I'm supposed to start on Tuesday. So it was Monday. I was like, you know what? I'm not pregnant. I know that I'm not. I don't have any symptoms. I don't feel any differently. I don't think I am. So I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not buying a pregnancy test. I'm not doing anything like that, because I know it's just a waste of time. So then I was sitting at work. I'm a nurse as well. Sitting at work, and then all of a sudden I had this massive urge to vomit, just everywhere. No rhyme or reason. Went in the bathroom, vomited twice, came back, was doing my job, and realized that I hadn't even eaten breakfast because I was so nauseated um, in the morning. Really a weird symptom, never had it before. And so as I'm pretty much puking in the toilet, I'm like, maybe I'm pregnant. Um, then the next day came, and my period, or actually, then about 3 hours later, I started my period, so it was early. So I've kind of gone, my body's really messing with me. I've gone from on time to late to early, only by a couple of days here and there. I've thought about using the ovulation strips, but I know that a lot of people that I've talked to that have been trying to conceive, um, a couple of them said, don't waste your money. You can just check your cervical mucus. It'll be like a sticky, or not sticky, but like an egg whitey type of consistency. And so that's when you'll know. But I don't know if I'm just not ovulating. I have no idea because I don't see anything like that. I don't know. I don't know. I never have noticed me to have any discharge at all. A whole lot, I'll have a little bit, but nothing like what they're showing. I tried to look up some changes in cervical mucus and how to check it and what it looks like. Um, I mean, of course, I'm not a labor and delivery nurse, so I have no idea about any cervical mucus, anything. And I don't notice anything close to like what they're showing there. I mean, so we'll see. Um, and then they said that like one side of your, uh, you'll feel like which side you're ovulating from. So last month I felt that, and I didn't have any mucus or anything that I noticed. Um, so I don't know. I'm confused. I so after I'm sure that you guys all know the same type of thing. After 3 months of trying and negative, 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 it gets really frustrating for some reason. And I know that it's going to take some time. I understand that, but it's just really, it's heartbreaking when you think that you wanted a baby yesterday and there's nothing. So you're wondering, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with him? It freaks me out big time, and I know I'm totally getting myself worked up, but I'm a super planner, and that's the way that I am. So um anyway, so this month we decided that we're going to try not to try. So we are going to do I know kind of when I guess I ovulate, but I'm not going to get too crazy about it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And me and my husband agreed that after a year um, of trying, that then we'll start actively like planning everything out. So in theory, I guess it's good. But so anyways, I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, sorry for the long video. It is kind of long. And I will keep you updated on my, my progress. So I'm ovulating this week. This is day, I think 15 or 16. I'm like 2 days past my peak fertility, according to my calendar. But I was thinking about doing also Fertility Friend. I've seen a lot of people doing that, so I think I'm going to do that. And then I will blog about kind of what that's all about and tell you more. So like I said, totally open to suggestions. I welcome your comments and stuff. I have no idea how to edit anything, so this is just, if I mess up, I mess up. I don't know. So all right, well, thank you for watching. Bye.